This is America 250, and I'm Jane Hampton Cook, an author, historian, and a former White House staffer. This is the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. And what I'm doing in this series is sharing with you the virtues that were assigned to the colors red, white, and blue by Congress. And I'm using George Washington's words to show you what these symbols meant. We've already talked about the color red in another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about the color white, the white stripes and the white stars on our flag. What did Congress intend for them to mean? Congress decided that the color white meant purity and innocence. So how did George Washington talk about these two terms? Well, he looked at the term innocence, and it frequently described women and children as innocent women and children. In his general orders on October 26, 1775, he said that when life, liberty, and property are at stake, when our country is in danger of a melancholy scene of bloodshed and desolation, when our towns are laid in ashes and innocent women and children are driven from their peaceful habitations, it little becomes the character of a soldier to shrink from danger. Instead, Washington wanted his men to show courage because of the innocent women and children in America. And he later referred to the future as the unborn millions to come. Washington knew that this was much bigger than just their generation, that they were establishing a country that could survive for hundreds of years. And that's what we've seen happen in the United States. He also used the term purity, particularly to describe intentions. When the Marquis de Lafayette came to America, he was one of several Frenchmen, but George Washington detected that some of them may have been after personal glory. But Lafayette struck him differently. He told Congress that he entirely approved of Lafayette's conduct, and the purity of Lafayette's motives had impressed Washington. Lafayette had told him that he wasn't there to teach, even though he was a French musketeer. He was there to learn. And that purity of heart really impressed George Washington. And then on another occasion, George Washington described purity in terms of intentions. He said the colonies, confiding in the justice of their case and the purity of their intentions, have reluctantly appealed to that being in whose hands are all human events. He has hitherto smiled upon their virtuous efforts. The hand of tyranny has been arrested in its ravages, and the British arms, which have shone with so much splendor in every part of the globe, are now tarnished with disgrace and disappointment. Washington valued purity of intentions, purity of motive, and that's what the Congress meant when they defined the colors white as purity and innocence. I'll share the color blue in the next video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Visit janecook.com to learn a little bit more. And let's celebrate America's 250th together.